Hey everyone, welcome back to the Prop Professor YouTube channel. Do you want to make guaranteed money betting on sports without needing to know who actually wins? In this video, I'll be breaking down arbitrage betting and showing you exactly how to use the Prop Professor Arbitrage Tool to spot and place profitable bets in seconds. And when I mean profitable bets, I mean bets that regardless of the outcome, you're guaranteed to profit. Now, you might be thinking to yourself, how can I do this? And we do this through arbitrage betting, which is a mathematical strategy that guarantees profit by placing bets on all possible outcomes of a game or player prop. And we do this by using odds from different sportsbooks. Because all sportsbooks set their lines independently, there are instances that we run into where you can bet both sides of a bet on two different sportsbooks and lock in a win no matter what the actual outcome is. For instance, let's say FanDuel has a player's over 1.5 hits set to plus 130. Now let's say DraftKings has the same exact players under 1.5 hits set at minus 110 odds. Now with the right bet amounts on each side of our bets, we can guarantee ourselves a return. And that, my friends, is the power of arbitrage betting. So to take our example even further, if I throw $100 on that player's over 1.5 hits at plus 130 on FanDuel, and I turn around on DraftKings and I take the under 1.5 player hits at minus 110 and I put $120.50, my total stake between both bets is $220.48. My payout, regardless of the outcome, is $230, and my guaranteed profit, if I were to place each of these bets, is $9.52, which would give us a 4.32% ROI or return on investment for this specific arbitrage bet. Now, finding these opportunities manually, it's nearly impossible. Odds can change like that, and you need to be checking about a dozen sports books at the same time. And that is where the Prop Professor Arbitrage Tool comes in. It scans real-time odds across multiple sports books and highlights true arbitrage betting opportunities the moment they happen. Let's go ahead and check out the arbitrage tool. All right, guys, so I've pulled up the arbitrage tool here at Prop Professor. To find the arbitrage tool, it's going to be on your nav bar on the far left. Underneath Sportsbook, you'll see it right here, arbitrage. And when you click on arbitrage, this is exactly how the tool will display. You'll see a list of active arbs across multiple different player props, game lines, and more. Each arb will list both sportsbooks that you should be betting the over and the under on, the market, the game, the time in which the game starts, the odds of each side of your bet, your potential ROI return, and your recommended bet size. So for instance, if I were to be putting $100 on Jahmai Jones over on Novig to go over 0.5 hits at plus 143 odds, and I put $100 on that, I would then want to turn around and take the under 0.5 player hits on DraftKings at plus 135 odds and put $103.40 on that side. By doing this, I would guarantee myself $39.60 and a 19.5% ROI return. Now, if you typically bet a little bit smaller, that's totally fine. You can modify these boxes however you see fit. So if I wanted to put $25 on the over 0.5 hits at plus 143 odds, the arbitrage tool will automatically calculate how much you should be putting on the opposite side of your bet to guarantee yourself profit. So you'll see when I change this from 100 to 25, the opposite side of the bet, what I should be putting on DraftKings, changed to $25.85 for my plus 135 under 0.5 player hits. Then you'll notice, because I am betting less, my guaranteed profit if I get each side of these legs entered onto Novig and DraftKings would be $9.90, and my ROI of 19.5% will remain the same. Now, figuring out how much you should be putting on each side of your arbitrage bet is half the battle. And luckily, we make it extremely easy for you to know how much to put on each side of your bets. Now, to actually place these bets, you would have to log on to Novig and DraftKings, the two sports books that are obviously listed, and place these bets as quickly as you possibly can because the odds can change at the snap of a finger. So two really cool features that we have, again, are the calculators built into the arbitrage tool to figure out what stake you should put on each side of your bets. And then for most sports books that we have that populate to the arbitrage tool, you can click this link right here and it will automatically take you to that specific bet. So if I wanted to pull up DraftKings and take Jahmai Jones under 0.5 player hits, but I didn't want to manually go to DraftKings and try to find this bet myself, all I would have to do is click on this link button and it will automatically bring up a DraftKings page where I would simply log in and this bet will pre-populate. I would just need to, again, log in and place this specific amount on my bet. The name of the game when it comes to arbitrage betting is obviously speed. You need to move as quickly as you possibly can to get these bets in before the odds change or the bet itself gets removed. So that's why we try to make it as easy as possible for our users to guarantee they get both sides of the bets in and they can guarantee themselves profits. Let's go ahead and talk about the different setting opportunities that you have on the arbitrage tool. To find my settings, I'm going to go ahead and click the filters button right here. And again, my basic settings will populate. Underneath my basic settings, I can do things like change min and max odds, min value and max value, min hours away and max hours away, min liquidity and max liquidity, along with what sportsbooks that I actually might play on or what sportsbooks are legal in my state. You can filter however many sportsbooks that you would like that we have available on this tool. And then you can also pick what leagues that you want to populate to the arbitrage tool as well. Now, just to note, min and max liquidity are for those peer-to-peer exchange sportsbooks like Novig and ProfitX. And you guys will see that we actually display the liquidity amount for those peer-to-peer exchange sportsbooks like Novig directly under the odds for that specific bet. So please just be aware that when you are utilizing the built-in calculator on the arbitrage tool and you're betting on a peer-to-peer exchange sportsbook like Novig or ProfitX, you aren't running into an instance where you accidentally put in a bet amount that's greater than the liquidity that that specific game line or player prop actually has on that peer-to-peer exchange sportsbook. Now, along with our basic settings, there are a couple other things that you can do when utilizing this tool. For instance, you have the ability to filter from pre-match to live. Pre-match simply means games that haven't started. Live simply means that games that are currently in play. You can also click on this live button here, and what that will do is automatically update the arbitrage tool and populate new arbs that are available to you. So for instance, if I click this right now, you'll notice that my arbitrage tool automatically updated. I don't have to do anything besides wait for good arbs that I want to hit to populate. And this will automatically refresh every single second. We also added this stability box to our arbitrage tool, which is extremely useful to avoid spam from high volatility markets when live betting. So this will just show you how many seconds this wager that populates to the arbitrage tool has actually been available for on these specific sports books. Again, it's extremely useful for limiting the spam of quick moving live markets. Some important tips when it comes to arbitrage betting is always double check odds before submitting. Also, try to avoid betting large amounts repeatedly on obvious arbs because sports books will most likely start monitoring your account. Rotating activity between multiple sports books will help you stay under the radar. And that, my friends, is exactly how you can use the Prop Professor Arbitrage Tool to beat the books with risk-free profits.